What if your phone could become a computer? It's a question Motorola, Microsoft, HP, Samsung, and Huawei have all tried to answer, and now Razer's getting in on the fun. From CES 2018 in Las Vegas, I'm MrMobile, and this is Project Linda, the latest laptop whose heartbeat comes from a smartphone. You might remember the Razer phone from my review late last year. While it doesn't necessarily ring all my bells, you can't say that the thing doesn't have power. Project Linda unlocks that power by giving the Razer phone a full-size aluminum notebook to spread out in. As I said, this has already been tried time and again, but it's not the idea that's compelling about Razer's approach, it's the execution, which is smart enough not to waste perfectly good features of the phone. When you drop your device into the bay below the keyboard and press the lock button, a motorized USB-C connector locks it in place. Then the display flicks over to the 13-inch Quad HD laptop panel, and the phone screen becomes the trackpad. The laptop doesn't have any speakers because it doesn't really need them. The drivers on the phone are already plenty loud. And unlocking the laptop is as simple as unlocking the phone, thanks to a small gap that exposes the fingerprint sensor. Those who mourned the absence of the distinctive chroma lighting on the Razer phone will be happy to know that Project Linda packs it. The keys here have all the rainbow hues of a full-on Razer Blade laptop. On the edges, there's a smart blending of old and new, with a USB standard A connection and a USB-C charging port. Also, as you can see, Project Linda brings the headphone jack that the phone forgot. And because all the processing and radio work is being done by the phone, the rest of the machine can accommodate a 53 watt-hour battery that's big enough to take the phone from empty to full 3 times before it needs a top-up. The laptop also includes 200 gigs of additional storage. Using Project Linda is exactly as you'd expect. It's Android on a big screen, and just like on an Android tablet, that's a mix of good and bad. But to Razer's credit, there's nothing extraneous here. Just like the company didn't load down its phone with anything more than Nova Launcher, Project Linda keeps it to the essentials as well. Yeah, it's a little weird to use a phone display as a trackpad, but you can always pair a Bluetooth mouse. The phone can also serve as a secondary screen while docked. Razer likes to grab headlines at CES with flashy prototypes, as it did last year with the Project Valerie triple-screen laptop. Just like that monster, Project Linda is technically just a concept. There's no guarantee this will ever come to market, and if it does, the track record of projects like this make it questionable whether it'll sell or not. But as someone who's always looking for new ways to stay mobile, I still find concepts like this exciting. Phones are only getting more powerful, and sooner or later the gap between them and laptops truly will shrink to a razor-thin margin. MrMobile CES 2018 coverage is brought to you by Thrifter, a new way to save money on everything from gadgets to home goods by shopping based on value and not hype. Check out the latest deals at thrifter.com and tell them MrMobile sent you. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss all the other tech coming out of CES 2018, and for all the fun stuff that doesn't make it to YouTube, follow me on Instagram at @MrMobile. Until next time, thanks for watching, and stay mobile, my friends.